Hey, so today I'm going to be ranking every single Hive game. You know, all of these in the hub you can see, all 14 of them. I'm going to go from worst to best and also give feedback on what makes them so good or what makes them so bad. Let's get straight into it. And number 14, we have Parkour Worlds. Now Luke, Parkour Worlds, what actually is good about it and what actually is bad about it? I'm just going to be honest here. I don't think it's anything against the game, but it's arguably not even a game. It's arguably just a micro hub. There's not much to say apart from, you get free stuff. Like, for a parkour game, it's good. But I just feel like you can't really race someone easily. I think there should be a game mode on Parkour Worlds where you can go, I want to race you, and you can literally have a race. And it'll, like, stop when another person finishes. Like, basically parkour duels. But honestly, there's not much to say. What are you supposed to do with a parkour game, right? I do think the game needs a new map, because I could be wrong, but if I go here, you can't buy everything, which means there should be more maps. But there isn't. They've done this with BedWars seasons too. They always do it. But please, Hive, please. I just want one more. Let me buy everything. Anyways, on to number 13. Now, who would have guessed number 13 is Capture the Flag, and honestly, this game's issue is out of Hive's control, arguably. Oh my god, it's the real Evident P. No, if I'm being serious for a sec, sweaty parties. I don't think there's any right now. It seems fine. But every other game you play, you go against a queue of like 5 level 50s who are just playing to get on leaderboards. And what are you supposed to do as a solo? Like, I've tried maxing this game. You can see my level 37. The motivation to get higher than 37 is crazy. And it's not like max level's like 600 like Murder Mystery. I think the actual game itself is good. I just think, like, the game is so easy to, like, camp. Like, I don't know how Hive could fix it. Maybe if no flag's been captured after so long, both teams lose the flag, and then it resets. Maybe that's it, but then is that just a stupid idea? Like, I don't really know. Maybe you make it so you get gold faster, therefore you're richer. Or you make them poorer. Maybe that's the solution. I think the game is very cleanly polished, like the graphics and all that. The map, okay, some of the maps are too big. Like, this is a good map in terms of size. But some of the new maps, like, it takes you for like 45 seconds just to get to the other person's base. And that's full sprint with like sweep values. And that ain't a good map. Also, something people don't know, you can actually just put, like, he doesn't know, you can just punch the flag and you get it. You don't need to, like, run into it. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Bruh. Give me that return XP. No, but this capture flag's issue, my main issue is just sweaty parties. Any team game gets it, and there's not really a solution Hive can do. So it's just kind of inevitable. I don't mind playing as good players either. I just don't want to play with no one who knows how to play the game versus a team of like level 50s. I am fun. That is just bullying. Because I can't 1v5. I can't even kill one guy. Evident P! Evident P! Evident P, the real one! No way! Evident P, go here. Damn. Maybe he's too good for me. Anyways, on to number 12. And number 12 is Block Drop. Now, this game, let's be honest, it isn't bad, but it gets boring very quickly because the whole concept is don't fall. And I think it takes too long for people to fall because if you look here, this map has 4 layers, right? And look how big it is. I generally think Block Drop would be a better game if maps this side had 2 layers, that's it. The games would go faster. I also think the game would be better if power-up spawned every 10 seconds, not every 15. I just think increase the pace slightly. I'm not saying go crazy with it, but I think everyone knows the last 2 layers are the only layers that matter. Maybe on maps like Flowers where it's small, give him 3 layers. But we don't need all this. Way too many. I think this game would be better if it's a bit more chaotic in that sense. I'll be honest, that's all I can say about this game. There's not much to say, and I think that's why I can't put it above other games. There's just not much variety, all that kind of jazz. Anyways, on to number 11. This is maybe my most controversial take. Bridge is the 11th best game on the server. Now you might be sitting here thinking, why have you put this under hide and seek? Why have you put this under games like Just Build? Ground Wars is the big one. I'll tell you why. I think you either get the sweatiest players known to mankind or the dumbest. Now that can be funny, but equally, I haven't played the game much since they removed Skullbitch matchmaking, but I just have the trauma of maxing this game when it was, well, to put it bluntly, you had to wait like ages for games to queue, and I'm just reminded of it. I'm probably being unfair to Bridge. And Uncle Bridge would kill me, so do not let him see this. But I am being unfair. I will be honest. Bridge needs updating. Like, cool, you fixed the biggest thing they need to fix. They did fix. Oh, me voiding was the biggest thing. They didn't fix that. Fix your game, Hive. That's definitely their fault. What am I gonna do? Bridge, go. You'll get him next time, buddy. You'll get him next time. Don't worry. You're him. Hey, that's violence. We don't like violence around here. What if... I'm not even killing this guy. Will you hit me in? One sec. Hit me. Oh my god. No, this game is funner than I thought. Okay, I have been unfair here. I'm just gonna own it. But this game needs more stuff. Update it. Like, I want more kits. Give me like a speed potion. Actually, that'd be broken. Jump boost though. Like 5 seconds of jump boost would be funny. Let me get like, oh, that'd be actually a fun kit. Like a punch bow. Oh, that'd be funny. Hive, please make a punch bow kit. That'd be amazing. Also, Hive, update bridge. I'll rank it higher. Because my ranking on my second channel means so much to you. Anyways, I'm gonna kill this guy and go to the next game. Bye bye. Okay. On to the next game. You're going to be wondering, why have I put hide and seek? So high or so low? Depends on who you ask. Simple answer, there's not much you can do. Compared to other games, there's a little aspect, you know, a little like star thing, this little thing in chat. What am I supposed to do? So I can either hide. I will say this. It seems amazing if you want to do literally nothing and just get XP. And then like watch YouTube, watch a stream, you know, watch the next Shorty Games video, you know. All the normal stuff people do. And I'm going to be honest here, that's as good. That's my experience of the game. That or a bully a seeker. This game has a massive issue of, as long as one sweaty player, they know every single hiding spot. And then the game just becomes, you know, oh, I'm going to just kill you where you are. No, I'm not a hide and seek sweat, but I can know the most basic spots, right? Like all the good ones. You just go on YouTube, you just write, best hide and seek spots 2025, and then you get told them for Hive, and then you go win the game, unless there's a sweat, and then you lose the game, you know? Also, I much prefer the hide and seek experience of I'm going to run around and troll someone for 5 minutes, but I could just do this in a PvP game, so I don't need to do it, makes sense. How do you fix the game? I don't really know. Honestly, maybe this is too much, but you add more hiding spots, but then blocks can naturally spawn there and not, so then it's like 50% of the time they are real, 50% of the time they're players. Because like here, that's on purposely meant for a Prismarine. But let's say half the games there is a Prismarine there, half the games there ain't. Then the seekers actually have to seek and not just, I know this spot, I've played the map before. Because you know, maybe that ruins the game. Equally, there are some NPCs in the game. I'm not gonna name names, but Luke, okay? This ain't my fault. Honestly, this looks weird. Luke, okay, this ain't my fault. Also, what on earth is that on your arm? I'm not gonna question it. That's a just build thing, which coincidentally, just build is number 9. Okay, number 9 is just build. I've built my beautiful car, as you can see. But I want to point out the issue with the game. Some have been fixed, some haven't, and some can't. Number 1, inappropriate builds. They have been fixed, but that's like now, so I won't actually hold against them. But the game's low because it's not been long enough without it. Because at the moment, when people do build it, people will just vote for that and that's wins. Second thing is, people don't understand what a good build is. Because right now, the theme's car, I've built a car. But, want me to show you a little life hack for just build? So you got the theme right, done it. Now watch. 1 sec, oh, I messed it up. So I built an Among Us. This will get me at least 1 wolf guaranteed. Then I win the game. Because everyone goes meh or okay on builds. But one person goes, oh my, that's Among Us. And then you win. For bonus points, build a second Among Us. You know, and if you want to get good, you can learn to build them real fast. And then you can just start speed building Among Us everywhere, right? And then you kind of go, wow, I'm now the best just build player of all time. And just to prove it, my win rate is 60%. 60. This game is all because I built Among Us's. This is a terrible build, but this will get me higher than an actual good one. This game's done. Also, no one told me this. Apparently, you get more XP in duos. So if anyone wants to get XP in this, play duos. Someone should have told me that earlier, because I maxed this game on solos. That took double the time it needed to. Why? But the good thing about Just Build is, you get some stupid and funny builds, and that's what makes the game peak. Also, you sometimes just do see an amazing build, you know, and that's also fun, but you see more dumb, terrible ones. But that's why it's not bottom, but it can't be any higher, because people don't vote fairly. If you're playing a game, and it always feels like you're going to lose unless you're building Among Us, something's wrong, unless you're playing Among Us. But, on to number 8. Now, number 8 is Block Party. Now, I think this game is pretty fun. I think most people agree. One issue. The game has not been updated since it's launched. Okay, well, technically they had a CS options and Nemos and a preset added. I don't count it. I don't count it. But apart from that, there's been no change in 2 years. Game released 2 years ago. I think the game's fun. For the game's concept, you can't ask for more in terms of how this is. The lights, the room, having the same hub as that is just a cool idea. And they didn't want spectators, so they made it so you spawn and you can see there. Generally, really good from Hive. But add something, please. add more power-ups. If you want to make a groupie, you can add any emotes you already have as an option for the game in Publix. You could add blindness if you want to. You could do a percentage where blindness gets added. You could add more patterns. Just do something. This is like, to me, it's block drop if it's just better. This is what it is. Like, I think in a CS, I do prefer block drop for the goofiness, but in a public game, this is more fun. My brain has to think more. But I also get time to stop and breathe. But that is Block Party. Anyways, on to number 7. Now, number 7 is extremely controversial. Don't know if you recognise this hub, but it's Ground Wars. Yeah, played a few games, maybe not enough, but this game's good, and people don't like to admit it. People drank this game so low is an insult to the peak. And now, maybe I'm biased because I love both games, and maybe this is also a ploy to say, Hive, if anyone sees this, please add one in the chamber. People hate Ground Wars. That's not Bo's fault. That's because the game hasn't been updated for almost 1,000 days at this point. We're in the 900 territory, days wise. We're getting, every month, we're getting closer to XG levels of this game's been abandoned. Now that's bad. But I think it's a good game. What Rumours Ground Wars is, it's a similar issue to Bridge. So first issue, as you can tell, the game doesn't queue fast. Regional Oscar queues has fixed that, sort of. But the second issue is the imbalance in skill. Because realistically, either you have people who can play the game and will win, people who can't. And if you had balanced teams every game, this game would be so much higher. Maybe I'm being biased, and I'm probably being unfair to other games, but I put this so high to prove a point. This game is not bad. And you can trick shot. Get me in phase, you know, if I do that. Anyways, on to number 6. Okay, game number 6 is Death Run. Now, this is where I think the games go to a different level of being a good game. Because, if I'm being honest, I don't think Death Run has any flaws. I think everything you ask for Death Run is maybe just continue what you've been doing. You know, add maps a few times a year. The only thing I would say, I would like, you like Murder Mystery, you get a percentage, right? Like, give me Sheriff. I think they should have that for Death. Because that, people don't want to be Death, normally. Unless you're XP grinding, because then that's good. But, I just think that's just something that's missing. I also think a speedrun aspect of the game is massive already. But if you add, like, an in-game, you can run against yourself. Well, I think, like, Gravity, your personal best, the book. Or you got, like, Parkour Worlds where, like, you see how fast you run. And that would be cool. But, you know, that took me a minute. Less than a minute, to be 50 seconds. And that was really fun. This is why this is a good game. Death Run is good. I like it. Not much more to say. But Kerbo G, I'm so sorry I didn't put this number 1. This game is big. Anyways, on to number 5. Now to game number 5. And if you can tell, this is Gravity. I'm not actually in the game Gravity. But you might think, why is this higher than Death Run? Now that's a controversial opinion. But I just think this is fun. I enjoy droppers more than its sprint base. And that's not me slandering Death Run. It's just a personal preference. An uncommon preference, you could say. But I think I enjoy the speedrun side of this game more. You have a book and you can see your best times. This maybe isn't perfect, because they have my probably best times before they added it. But I like to be able to do all the shortcuts. And also, you can instant skip some stuff. That's sick. Anyways, on to the number 4. Now, this is a controversial one. Survival Games is the 4th best Hive game. But I've played this game for years. A lot of people have. And I just think I'd be disrespecting the game if I didn't play this Hive. But if I was going to play 4 Hive games, I don't think this would be my top 4 right now. But I am trying to also include all time how much I've played the game. I said, this is the worst map. This is the only map I don't like. I should have voted. But I have too many memories of this game. And I think this game, it's a great concept. It's just like a battle royale in it, to be honest. I think this is the worst map, so it's a terrible example. But this game is good, you know? I think the only issue is people run too much. It's just great. Like, it is literally just Fortnite. It's as close as you're ever going to get to Fortnite and Hive. I think the only issue is runners, and also, you could argue loot distribution. But I think if this game only has little players nowadays, just because it's been around so long, and it doesn't get updated as an individual game because it's a mini game on a server. But if this game was like if the Hive games never existed and Hive dropped this tomorrow, I guarantee it'd be as hyped as BedWars on release if they dropped it this day. They obviously don't update and care as much as BedWars, but that's the case. But honestly, this is here just for pure nostalgia, I think, and that might be controversial. A lot of people probably don't put this as high, but hey-oh, my list, not yours. Haha. Anyways, on to number 3. So this is Hive's best non-PvP game, Murder Mystery. And where do you begin? Number 1, only game level 600. Let's just be honest here. I think people play this game too much. I will say, if you're level 600 in this, you most likely need touch grass. Also, when I say grass, I'm not on about like this type of grass. You know, the grass that I'm on about like, you know, outside, that one. If you know what outside is, I can explain the concept. Like, hey, do you explain what outside is? So not this green, right? It's actually the green that you look out your window. Unless you live in Birmingham, you will not have green there. Yeah, put an image of Birmingham up actually, right, on future me. Like, and just for context, I will slander Birmingham till the day I die. Anyway, so past that, this game's good, you know. Simple concept. It was the Among Us before Among Us. It's relaxing. Honestly, my best advice is get some people VC with. Just play Murder Mystery. It's funny. It's chill. You can yap about whatever you want when you play the game. And also, when someone's eventually murderer, you can also play the game. It's the perfect balance of both. I actually think one thing I will say: Hive lacks a good murder mystery YouTuber. And I say good, I mean not. There probably is them out there. It's just, I've not seen them. There's no one right now blowing up with murder mystery. But back in the day, plus you right, his content was amazing. I feel like in the next year or two, you're gonna see a murder mystery YouTuber who breaks through and everyone sees his content. So keep an eye out. That's my prediction for YouTube. Anyway, so on to number 2, SkyWars. No way, shocking. That also means the best game is obviously Ground Wars. I put that into ice. My BedWars doesn't exist. No, but on SkyWars, this game's good. Only issue is, and every PvP game has this, sweats hackers. Equally, some people in this game are so clueless, it's amazing. Also, I don't think a game will ever have a bigger impact on Hive than SkyWars. I was having this conversation the other day, man. I was saying this. BedWars is the better game, but SkyWars is the better legacy, I think it will have. Because although you have BedWars YouTubers, right? I don't think BedWars exists, well, SkyWars. They had Treasure Wars, right? And then they were like, okay. Then they had SkyWars. This was, apart from survival games and Treasure Wars, they had no good PvP game. SkyWars came along, absolutely killed Treasure Wars. Treasure Wars was never the same after that. I don't know. But SkyWars is peak. I don't need to explain SkyWars is peak. It's PvP. It's goofiness. You got people chasing each other right there in the back. You know, let's just watch them for a bit. Punch. Punch. I have so much skill. You don't understand. And see, I'm telling you, I have too much skill. They don't understand. I include myself here. I'm never in a game where, no matter how good you are, people love to void. And I'm definitely not just saying that to make it out everyone voids and I just don't have a skill issue, but I avoid every other game. Don't check my win, mate. Please. And also, think about Hive's best videos. They all have SkyWars in it. But I don't think it's the better game than BedWars. Only thing I'd say for the future of SkyWars is Hive, please. Please just continue add weekly items. We need more of them. Anyways, I'm making a void now. On to BedWars. Okay, now we're on BedWars. And do I need to explain when this game's good? Number 1, everyone plays this game. 2, it's way better than Treasure Wars. Sweats will hate saying that, but I think, just gonna be a little honest here, I think the game's better because there's less sweats. And there still is sweats. The amount of goofiness you can do on BedWars, unmatched. Maybe I think SkyWars may be more goofy. But there's no other game on us. Oh, they left. But there's no other game on a server which can do what BedWars does. Like, it's just clean, like team upgrades, you got the icons, like the bed design, it's clean. Hive has not gone, let's just add a normal bed. They made their own. Potions, seasons, no other Minecraft server is doing it like BedWars has done. And maybe I'm glazing Hive like a donut, but I don't think there's an argument against it. BedWars is it. Compare this to Hypixel BedWars, this is just so much better. I'm not going to glaze this forever. You guys know why BedWars was so good, so I'm going to end the video here. Like, subscribe if you want to see more. And is this a fair tier list? Am I just yapping? Is this a terrible? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. But until next time, see ya.